I'm Eric Singer, and welcome to PPAR Cares, the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors, tackling difficult subjects when it comes to buyers and sellers in Southern Colorado and in the Pikes Peak region. Joining me now to talk about a very difficult subject and a controversial one because it's been taking so long to get fixed in the legislature and all across Colorado, our fellow realtors. This is Darrell Wass, thank you so much. George Nami, thank you so much. All right, we're talking about construction defects. Let's bring us up to speed on it.
So what's happened in the marketplace is someone has a problem with their particular unit, primarily condominiums, and they engage an attorney. The attorney then goes to the HOA and tries to get them to file a class action lawsuit against the builder. Mm-hmm. So you could actually have 15, 20 buildings in this particular complex, but only one of them has a problem, but then all of a sudden the entire HOA is involved in this lawsuit without often many of the homeowners even knowing that that was the case.
And ultimately it trickles down to the homeowners, and then what happens?
So what happens is once the lawsuit is filed, then none of the lenders will give a loan on any unit in the complex. So after that, then the only people that you have coming in on the transaction are cash buyers. Mm-hmm. So when the cash buyers come in, they're not going to pay market value because they realize that they're the only buyer on it. And then the next part is there are restrictions as far as the lending institutions mm-hmm. go, that they can't get a loan if there's too many investors versus owner occupants in the complex. So even once the lawsuit is settled, then the ratio is off, you still can't get a loan on it. And then also often that the HOA becomes insolvent. And once the HOA becomes insolvent and they don't have enough reserves, then also nobody can get a loan on the property. So no one really wants to take away the property rights of the person that has the problem. Mm-hmm. We're just trying to protect the property rights of all the people that are also in the complex that are being affected.
And now when we put it all together, we're talking about the law of supply and demand. We don't have enough supply, but we have a lot of demand. And when you put it in perspective and you bring it down, hone it down even further, what it means, George, is that we don't have enough housing for folks because of this. And right now, as Darrell was just talking about, we have the ability to make changes in the legislature, and we're talking about solutions.
Well, you're seeing 2% less, we're up to only 2% of condos and multifamily housing being built right now. That's across the Denver metro area. Our rental numbers are high, and we're seeing 40% of the renters' income being utilized as part of the rent, and that is something that we're trying to help get them into the purchasing part. And Senate Bill 156 is going to help us out, and that's gone through the Senate, and we're hoping that we get it through further with trying to get the mediation process, as Mr. Darrell Wass is saying, as far as not going through the court system to try to get more attainable housing out there, so we can get more people to purchase and get the affordability up there too as well.
And we're not talking about affordable housing, which is always thrown out, that term. We're talking about attainable housing. And let's change that. Let's make that a mantra within the real estate community and also within the news media. It's attainable housing, not affordable housing. We want to make sure that home buyers here in the Pikes Peak region and in Southern Colorado can achieve that American dream. And that's what's happening right now as the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors continues to push for the legislature to make changes. And George, when do you see those changes actually happening?
We're hoping here in the next, I would say 2 to 3 weeks, we're going to see it proposed and probably get some modifications to the bill itself a little bit to try to get the House to pass it through. We're hoping, we're crossing our fingers that we're very supportive of this bill on the city and state. So we're hoping that it gets through sooner than later.
All right. Well, thank you both very much. George Nami, thank you. Darrell Wass, thank you. And thank you for watching. This is PPAR Cares, the Pikes Peak Association of Realtors, making sure that the home buying and home selling dream comes true here in Southern Colorado. And of course, when we know more about the construction defects bill, you will as well. Until next time, I'm Eric Singer. See you soon.